I request everyone to come front.
Yes.
Please, can you come front? Come. Please be settled down. Warm welcome to Bangalore Toastmasters Club. I request everyone to please stand up. Let us take a oath. Today we enjoy this meeting. To enjoy this meeting, I switch off or put my mobile on silent mode. Please do that. Can I get off? Huh? You can use two more. Please be sit down. Don't walk in the middle. It disturbs both the speaker and the listener. Refrain from talking about sex, religion, and politics. If so, please take into consideration that it should not hurt other feelings or sentiments. While I was working in a site near Tanichandra, there is a leakage in the top floor. We plan to do polyurethane grouting. The procedures are drilling hole in the floor and then fixing grouting nozzle and injection of grouting materials inside the nozzle through grouting machines. While drilling, my neighbor called, "Sir, please stop grouting and drilling." I asked why. "Sir, there is an electrical conduit line, it may get damaged." My neighbor, I instructed my neighbor to do drilling because I thought that I know everything. Then we injected grouting material. Within few seconds, the electrical pipe got damaged and the grouting machine also repaired due to reverse action. From the theme, wisest mind has something to learn. If I listen my labor, the electrical conduit line and the machine can be recovered from destroying. So, if you want to learn something, please get help from others, and that is something should be learned from someone throughout our lifetime. Now, I am introducing a person who is IT by profession and Toastmaster by passion. She loves to try new things. Now she is learning swimming. If you have any doubt in swimming, you can contact her. And she has many roles in Toastmasters. She is a future president. She is vice president education. She is area director, and now our presiding officer, Toastmaster Priyanka Ranore.
Thank you so much, Colin, for such a wonderful introduction. Fellow Toastmasters and your guests, a warm welcome. I would like to open today's meeting 1406. I would like to request the first time guests to please raise their hands. I request each one of you to please stand and just let me know your name and how you get to know about Bangalore Toastmasters Club. Start with you.
My name is Govind. I'm working in Tata Consulting, and I get to know this by the Google. That was very kind.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Urvish. So I got to know about Toastmasters through my relatives.
Good evening. I'm Ketan. I'm his father. And I came to know. I come to know through my relative only.
I'm Bhavan Shankar. I am from BTM. I am doing business. I know about the Toastmaster from my friend Sambal.
Yes, please, Vinay.
Yes, my name is Vinay. I got to know about Toastmasters through Google.
Well,
Hello everyone, my name is Arun. I work for Canada. I came to know about Toastmaster from Google.
Hello everybody, good evening. This is Pradeep. I came to Toastmasters because I searched for it and that's all.
Hello everyone, I am Skanda. So I got to know about Toastmasters because my PU teacher had recommended it. So
Hello everyone, my name is Mallikarjun. I came to know about Toastmasters by my friend Skanda.
Toastmasters, let us all welcome our guests to Toastmasters. Today's theme says that the wisest mind has something yet to learn. So true, isn't it? We all know that learning has no limit, and the limit is only what we set. Let me share you all a story. Almost 1 year back, I was working on a project and I was one of the lead performers in that project. Similarly, there was another project of the same product but of a different technology that I'm working on, which started exactly 1.5 years back. But since it was a new technology, there were a lot of challenges in the project. And because I was one of the lead performers in the project that I was working on, they requested me if I could also parallelly work on the other projects. And I was super excited when they gave me that opportunity. I started to learn about the technology and wait for that moment when I could start working on that technology. But to my surprise, whatever I learned, I just couldn't remember more than 3 days. And what I convinced myself saying that probably because I'm not working, I'm not on the job of it, probably that I'm not able to remember. And when I started working on that technology, it got even more tougher for me because I was not able to catch up with the pace of the technology and the development that was going on. I started to read, I started to question myself. I was very demotivated. And I started blaming everyone around me, saying that I was not getting good support, I blamed my manager, I'm not blaming the process that was going across. I blamed everyone except myself. And I almost decided to quit my job, put my papers down. Until one of my colleagues came and told me that what is wrong with you? You have always been performing so well, and just because of this one moment that is not going so well, you want to put your papers. And if you want to put your papers, put it when you are rising, not when you are at the lowest in your project. And trust me, the way he put those words into my head, the next moment I started working and studying so much on the technology. I invested almost 1 month studying about it, and now I'm able to catch in pace with the project. And I can say I am in the verge of progressing and giving very good results towards that project. So there's one thing that I've realized is we are the ones who limit ourselves and create those barriers of learning. Every moment or every challenge or setback that comes across us, it is we who need to take that as a challenge and start learning more and more, then assuming that we are the best. There is a very famous poem which was shared by APJ Abdul Kalam. And when I'm sharing this poem to all of you, it resonates with the person that I will be introducing next who will be taking over the stage. And the poem goes like this. Learning gives creativity, and creativity leads to thinking. And thinking provides knowledge. And knowledge makes you great. Yes, this is a very beautiful poem written by APJ Abdul Kalam. And the next person that I would like to call upon to take over the stage is someone who really inspires me. His journey in Toastmasters has been very, very inspiring. He told me that it was in Toastmasters he realized what is the art of communication. And just for that, he is currently a senior manager at an IT firm. Every time he takes over the stage, he has something very, very interesting and inspiring to share. And that's why I always get inspired by him. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Toastmaster of today's meeting, Toastmaster Vijay Kalkundi.
So let's start our meeting today with a small activity. So since the theme of today's meeting is all about wise men, I want to see how we are all wise here. So we'll play a small game where when I say wise, you're going to clap. And when I say otherwise, you're going to snap. Okay. Okay, first we'll start with a slow pace of the game. Wise. Otherwise. Wise. Otherwise. Wise. 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 Otherwise. 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 Wise. Vijay. So I thank all the wise men here for clapping another wise man. So welcome to today's meeting 1406. So in 2016, Copa del Rey, the Spanish football tournament, was a very, very special football tournament because it was the finals in which Barcelona was taking on Antony. And it was one such game when Lionel Messi was charging against the opponents and he hit a head goal. That is till date registered as one of the greatest goal by Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi had not had great things right from his start. At the age of 6, when he started playing football, by the age he reached 12, he had already hit 500 goals. But at the age of 13, it was discovered that he had growth hormone deficiency. He was left into tatters. He did not know what to do. But since he was this great footballer, Barcelona Youth Academy, which is also called Lionel Messi, which produced Lionel Messi to what he is today, with you have got Neymar, you have got all these great footballers who are produced by Barcelona Youth Academy. So they recognized him and told him that we are going to help you get treated with this, which would have cost him a lot of money, which his parents could not afford. Once he took over that particular club, once he was transferred to that club, there was this particular coach who realized that there was something different about this guy. In football, usually, a lot of these forward usually use their right leg to hit the goals. Like they charge to the opponent with their right leg, but Messi was a left legger. And his coach was a wise man. He thought, let me not change Messi to become a great footballer by changing his left foot to the right foot. He went on, cultivated him and nurtured him on his left leg. And he went on to create multiple marvels and a footballing history to see till date. Till date, he has scored more than 806 goals. And coming back to that goal of 2015, why it's regarded as the greatest goal of the century is Lionel Messi took 21 passes, like he hit 21 passes to hit the goal, and 19 of them were with his left leg. And they say he's one of the greatest, top 20 footballers who scored goals with his left leg. So, my dear Toastmasters, the theme rightly says there were two wise men in this particular story. One was Messi, who stuck to his left leg, and his coach, who learned that being a left legger is not a drawback. You can still nurture a person who is good at his art and make him successful in whatever skill he possesses. On a similar lines, in 1905, another wise man started a movement where he wanted to help people become good speakers at YMCA, but he did not succeed. But he kept on learning, persistently, and on October 22nd, 1924, he went on to set up the first club at Santa Ana, California. And as of today, we have 2,66,000 members in 14,500 clubs at 146 countries. And let me share you some astonishing facts about a Toastmaster movement. The average age of a Toastmaster around the world is 49.5 years. But I'll tell you something very, very peculiar about this country, India. In India, the average age of a Toastmaster is 39.5. So you can find the average age of a Toastmaster in India is less than 39, around 39 and less than 39. So we are one of the youngest Toastmaster clubs, like in the world. India has the youngest Toastmaster clubs in the world, and Bangalore Toastmaster is one of the oldest and one of the finest Toastmasters club in this country. And another astonishing fact about the Toastmaster movement is 55% of the Toastmasters are women. And another thing to note is at any point in day, any day you take, any few hours, there is a Toastmaster meeting going on somewhere around the world. So at any few hours, like in a span of 3-4 hours, you can find out, if you go to the toastmasters.org, you'll see one Toastmaster meeting going on. That talks about the breadth and the depth of this particular movement. And our Toastmasters meeting is just like an entertainment world. Every Toastmaster meeting has got 3 segments. The first segment is called prepared speech, and prepared speech is like a feature film. In feature film, there is a script, there is a director, there is an actor, and it is a fixed interval span. Just like that, prepared speech has a script written by the same speaker. He was directed by his mentor, and he's going to come here and give a prepared speech in a fixed interval of 5 to 7 minutes or whatever the duration. And the second segment is called table topic segment. Table topic segment is like a stand-up comedy. So, but there is no comedy, there may be a comedy element. So there is a ringmaster, like we call him a table topic master. He's going to give topics. And as soon as you come on stage, there will be nothing to hold here, but you have to go on speaking on that topic for 1.5 to 2 minutes or whatever the direction by the table topic master. The third segment is called evaluation segment. So I'm sure you've all seen the Rajiv Makan show on the CNN where he's a critic of, he dissects and tells you what all feature films were released this week and how did they perform on the box office. So here, to help us run this evaluation show, we have an evaluator who helps us dissect the entire meeting and helps us give us positive and constructive feedback so that we all learn on this particular meeting and evolve and nourish ourselves with whatever the best thing we can do in forthcoming meetings. And today's meeting is run by a very, very seasoned Toastmaster who has traveled around 30 countries, and he's going to travel more in his coming days. And he says traveling and association with people has made him wise. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the general editor for today, Toastmaster Melvin. To help me assist, there are 3 press reporters in the form of timer, counter, and remedium. Can we have your roles, please? Timer, Toastmaster.
As the timer, it is my duty to time and record the duration of the entire meeting and its individual parts. For today's meeting, the speeches are 5 to 7 minutes in duration. At 5 minutes, I will hold up the green, 6 yellow, and 7 red. Table topic speeches are from 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, green, 1.5 yellow, and 2 minutes red. I will, at the end of the meeting, I will give my report to the general evaluator in order for it to become a part of the permanent record. Thank you.
Hi, this is Robert. I am your R counter today. I am going to be counting your filler words, filler sounds like and all that, and also pauses. It's a very difficult job, sounds easy, at least for me. I have this habit of sitting here and flying somewhere else, my mind goes there elsewhere. It's your job to be a fervent speaker and make me glued here and record all your flaws. If you think you're wise and you want to improve something here today, then make me count properly and generate the reports out. Sounds good?
Yes.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. As a grammarian today, I'm going to watch out for the good usages and the not so good usages that the speakers present on the stage today. It is also my job to introduce today's word of the day, which is fervent, which means having or displaying passionate intensity. And for those who use I encourage all of you to use the word of the day. I will mention whoever, for instance, Toastmaster Robert uses this now. Now, finally, I'd like to wish you all the best.
And we have a round of applause for all the fervent participants. So the first speaker is going to be evaluated by a solopreneur who has been a Toastmaster for a couple of years now. Can we have the guidelines by Toastmaster Chekra?
The purpose of this project is to learn or review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. Time, please note, the speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chekra. The first speaker who is going to come on stage believes that you need to be wise. To be wise and old, first you need to be young and stupid. So he got all the wisdom in his life from his grandfathers, and he always falls back to it whenever he's stuck somewhere. To give a first speech for today, let's put our hands together to call on stage Toastmaster Akash.
Never ever underestimate the value of a cushion. Good evening to all Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good evening.
Has anyone here been to Pondicherry before? Please raise your hand. So I'm pretty sure that you must have come back with beautiful experiences, both the fantastic eateries, the beaches, and the French colony, right?
Yeah.
So I visited Pondicherry pretty recently, and while I have a couple of good experiences, I had some bizarre experiences as well. So, around 2 months back, I had just finished writing my semester end examinations, and I wanted a break from my 9-hour long study schedule. I would spend 9 hours a day studying integration, differentiation, electronic circuits, or coding in C++, Python, Java, and whatnot. On top of this, our college had a subject called Foundations for Mental Health. It might sound excellent on paper, for it might help students' mental health, but it had nothing to do with mental health, and all the students got was another subject to prepare an exam for. So, I voiced my desire out to my father about a small holiday. Nothing extravagant, lavish, nothing, just something rejuvenating. And to my surprise, he was even more excited about it than me myself. Not because of me though, rather it was because of his hardships on the roads of Bangalore. His office happens to be in Whitefield. Our house happens to be in the south of Bangalore, near Kanakpura Road. So it takes him nearly 3 hours a day just to reach his office in the morning. So I understood my father's desire of seeing something new. He did not want to see the boring old traffic signals, metal bodies and tires everywhere. So my mother also joined in on the holiday act, and we set out to find a potential destination to visit during the holiday. So after a lot of research and discussion and debating, we finally narrowed our choice down to one place. Any guesses?
Pondicherry.
Exactly. So on paper, Pondicherry looked perfect. It had excellent beaches, small city compared to Bangalore, easy to commute, and no traffic jams. So, after making our travel arrangements and accommodation arrangements, we set out on our mini holiday at the beginning of a 5-day long weekend with Dashera. So, we set out with a lot of energy and excitement. All of that died down as soon as we reached the railway station in Pondicherry. After being used to luxuries like Ola and Uber in Bangalore, Pondicherry had none of that. In fact, no sooner had we exited the railway station van, we were surrounded by auto drivers, like the way vultures pick at their prey. So after paying an exorbitant fare to travel just 2 kilometers to our hotel from the railway station, we realized that autos are not a convenient method of transport, and we decided to use something else for transport in Pondicherry, cycles. Pondicherry is very famous for cycles, for being a method to commute. So after recuperating from our travel, the next day we set out the cycle rental stand to rent a few cycles. No sooner had we reached the rental stand than my mind thought how dilapidated and worn out these cycles are. Their best days had been long gone. After a lot of effort, we chose 4 cycles for my family. But even then, the seats were rock hard, and better not speak about the size, because had it been any smaller, it would be sitting on the rod that supports it. So, since Pondicherry was not a big city and it was easy to commute, we chose to rent the cycles and we were on our way. So the cycle rental area had a big temple near it. So we were bound to expect a lot of traffic there. But even as we cycled away from the temple, traffic showed no signs of dying down. Then we realized why. We were visiting Pondicherry on a 5-day-long weekend during Dashera. Everyone was going to visit at the same time as us. So the traffic was not going to die down. It was up to us to go through that traffic. So, as we cycled away from the temple, we realized our first problem. The brakes of the cycle were not working. We need to use our legs to stop the cycle. And there was a headache in the traffic in Pondicherry because it was bumper to bumper, just like Bangalore. My dad was remembering Whitefield and Martinelli all over again. But still, as Bangaloreans are used to such traffic, so we pedaled our way through the traffic. And then a second problem presented itself. Navigation. We were using Google Maps to move from one destination to another. But since the cycle had a phone holder in the middle, what we had to do was hold the handle in one hand, hold the phone in the other hand, and navigate through the traffic. Imagine doing all those 3 things at once. It was horrible. Just when we thought we were conquering all our challenges and we were on top, our final problem presented itself. It started mushrooming from the bottom, literally the bottom. You see, the cycle seats had done their part. Being so tiny and rock hard, our bottoms were becoming really sore sitting on the cycles, and it was becoming very hard to sit on it any longer. Huffing and puffing, we reached our first destination, the museum. In fact, after we finished the museum and we began to go to our next destination, we chose to walk and drag the cycles along with us because we were still feeling so sore. At the end of the day, it was a big, big relief for us to surrender the cycles because we did not want to have to do anything with it. And even 3 days after our cycle ride, we are still feeling very, very sore. Before I conclude, I'd like to say one sentence. Never ever underestimate the value Pushpa Kushe. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akash. After listening to your story, I listened to that one of the quote which was written on my friend's cushion, which says that I don't snore, but I always dream of a tractor. So cushions have always played a very important thing in our life. So it can be the cycle cushion or the cushion on which we sleep. So moving on to the next evaluator. The next evaluator thinks that data, the people who actually work with data are someone who become wiser and learn a lot of things in their daily life. To help us know the evaluation guidelines for the speech too, let's hear it from Toastmaster way.
The purpose of this project is for the member to deliver a speech with awareness of intentional and unintentional body language, as well as learn, practice and refine how she uses non-verbal communication when delivering a speech. All the best to the speaker. 5 to 7 minutes timer. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. The next speaker believes that the wisest person she has ever met is her mother, because one of the biggest lessons that her mother has taught her is always be self-reliant and do not wait for the right opportunity. Keep trying, and one day the opportunity will come your way. So to give the speech, from presentation mastery level to project 2, the speech titled Yoga. Let's call on stage Toastmaster Rashi.
Do you know someone who can sit on the couch for endless hours without moving a single muscle of theirs? Yup, that's me. I mean, I am the most lackadaisical person you could ever meet. After first year of college, I realized that my career was literally hanging by the thread because I didn't know what to do next. After asking people around and hundreds of inputs, I realized that only one of them stood out. Yoga instructor's course at S. Vyasa University. The original goal here was to get myself into fitness and learn something new. At first I was hesitant because I didn't really see a rapport between yoga and me. Like, come on. So, however, my mother informed me that it was a residential course. That, folks, was the key moment. Being away from home for 720 hours only meant freedom to this child. After all the convincing and packing and drama and chaos, I finally reached that place. Through the residential courses, I learned a few very important lessons. First, why, which stands for you. That entire month was solely dedicated to myself, making new friends, learning something new every day, and letting go of external concerns. Things start seeming to work more better for you when you start working on yourself, when you improve yourself, and everything starts to work in your favor. O stands for 100%. Waking up at 4 a.m. in the morning was the deadliest task anyone can ever ask for. From struggling to waking up to loving to enter those classes, it was a journey. And I don't say I don't struggle, I still do struggle. But the point here is that I gave my 100% to wake up every day and join those classes when I had the choice to just sleep in. G stands for gratitude. The primary thing about yoga is meditation. Now, every morning at 5 a.m., we had meditation. And trust me, it made all the difference it could. It is a mindful practice that helps you appreciate the good things in life, the everyday simple joys. From dreading the day to looking for things to be thankful for, it was amazing. I was at peace. It can shift your day from being mundane to being meaningful. 8 stands for action oriented. After coming back from the S. Vyasa course, I thought that I would become this extremely productive person, doing everything, getting on top of things, fully involved with yoga, and all things of that sort. But to my surprise, that wasn't the case. I was still the same old lazy person, being passive, not liking to deal with difficult situations. That's when a friend of me reminded me that the environment we live in is made so comfortable for us that we do not want to push ourselves or step out of it to learn something new and different. And I wasn't willing to be the same old lazy person. So I decided to step out of my comfort zone yet again. This time, Myself Ashtanga Yoga Teacher Training course. Now, this particular form of yoga is far more challenging. It was something that I had never heard of or even done. It required a lot more strength, willingness, and commitment. Practicing Ashtanga Yoga for a month helped me reduce my procrastination. I began to do things within a stipulated time, learned something new every day, more did I need? But guess what? I now also had the choice to pursue yoga as a profession, improve my health, and be of service to others by encouraging them to improve their health. Now, at first I thought yoga was all about flexibility, doing fancy poses. I mean, that's what attracts an audience, right? But here, the journey of yoga was about discipline, serenity, gratitude, and most importantly, self. Now, I stand before all of you to tell all of you that if you want to change your lives for the better, then start doing yoga and tell me what YOGA stands for you.
Thank you, Rashi. Yoga is certainly tough. Though I was into fitness and I did a lot of running. So my running trainer used to, after running, he used to help ask us to do yoga moves. And after seeing our yoga moves, he used to say, "Yoga, tumse nahi hoga." So then yeah, it's really tough, and I congratulate Rashi for that. Let's have another round of applause. So the third evaluator says that the wise men are like sponges. They always absorb things in their life and evolve as they go in their life. To know the guidelines for the speech number 3, can we have Toastmaster Vijay Anand?
Mr. Toastmaster, Toastmaster, yes. The project is managing a difficult audience. Purpose statement. The purpose of this project is, remember, to practice the skills needed to address audience challenges when he or she presents outside the Toastmasters Club. Now, all of us know this is the Toastmasters Club, so the guests and also the members, it is our duty to support this member in making it a challenging project. So drop all the protocols, the best behavior, and let's help our speaker. Timer, please note, this is 10 to 15 minutes. I'm not sure if you have touched base with the speaker. On behalf of the speaker, maybe I would recommend 10 minutes the green card, 12 minutes yellow, and 15 minutes red. Is that okay, my friend? No, I'm not being tough. Back to the team.
The next speaker to come on stage is going to give a speech from Presentation Mastery Level 4 and Project 1. He believes that wise people are the one whom you are surrounded with, and he believes that all the people he surrounds with, all the elderly people he surrounds with, he believes them they are all wise because of what they have gone through. And he always looks forwards to learn from them. With the speech titled, "Keep Moving," let's have on stage Toastmaster Jivan.
Thank you so much. And I would like to see the same clap after my speech. I like your clap, audience, but I want you to make sure you have the same energy. To hold this clap till end of the speech with that. I have seen a road with full of autos, buses, and cabs that help people move from one place to another place.
Your lazy is
On that
open.
particular day, at 12 and opposite to the silence, so silent. Things were different. Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening. No, good evening.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
I request audience to mute your phone till end of my speech. I came from another city to the Bangalore. Started walking towards a bus stand. There were no buses to take me home because it was late night. I started walking towards the auto stand to meet that beautiful person who has the same horn like one of the audience showed now. Park the autos in line, so beautiful.
Which auto?
And waiting for the customers to board the vehicle. To meet that great person at the late night, I went to auto stand. Exactly, there were some ambulance on the other side. But for me, the importance was the police has a brown shirt. Even auto driver has a brown uniform. I went to meet that brown uniform person, but there were no autos to take me to my home. No cab, no autos. How do I reach home?
Ola is lecturing.
Thank you for the suggestion. Even my brain had another suggestion. I took my phone and switch on to the Uber app. Type my destination and requested an order.
Wow.
I was so curious like you, but disappointed after 10 minutes. Not even a single Uber driver accepted my order.
They have gone to Pondicherry.
Thank you so much, audience, for motivating me to give my speech to the next level. I request everyone to hold your clap till end of my speech. The question remains the same. How do I reach home? Just now, I heard a sound.
AK-47. Hola, hola.
Audience, Toastmaster, you need to follow the essay guideline. So please switch off your phone and stay muted. And this rule is applicable to all the intelligent people. Yes, Toastmaster Priyanka.
How do you define intelligent people? You said the rules are for all intelligent people.
Yes.
How do you define intelligent people?
Good question.
I disagree, Priyanka. What's about intelligence and wisdom?
The intelligent people are the one who can understand what I may say in the beginning of the session.
But that is your definition of intelligence. I would consider that as intelligence.
Jeevan.
That is a range.
Jeevan.
Intelligent people definitely are very different.
Don't get into politics here.
Yes.
Sex is okay.
I would like to answer to your question after my speech. Okay? Keep hold on your
But
question.
the speech is, the question is with regard to your speech.
Was
You
that
have to answer my question and then proceed with the speech.
I'll come back to you later on, and I appreciate your patience on that. And Toastmaster has the bike nearby. It was one of the well-known bike in the Bangalore road. It's called leg to leg. And as I was waiting for the persons to come nearby, I waved my hand. He was so kind enough. He stopped the bike. And I said, there is no auto, buses and cab. Late night. Can you help me in dropping me home? No. He said yes. And I was so happy for that. And I boarded his vehicle and started my bullet journey. That ride was very short in duration because we both are in a different destination. I get down from the bike, started walking in the late night to find the next person who can drop me.
And I
came across.
regarding your speech. You did mention about and being a localite, isn't it something you should have thought about when you board your train or your bus when you're coming to Bangalore? Then you find such an odd hour and get into all this
I
hassle.
totally agree with you, Priyanka. Hey, wonders, I'll apply your suggestion to my speech and stay tuned for my further speech. And you know, Toastmasters, as I was walking towards the road, thank God, there were no stone thrown on me. Which stone was it? There I came across a Bajaj Chetak. As he was nearby, same action. I waved my hand and he was so kind enough to stop his vehicle. And I said, Mr. Late night, no bus, no cab, no auto rickshaw. Will you drop me?
Can you use the mic? Can hear that?
Because we can't hear you. We can't hear you. Even we can't hear you. He is intelligent.
With his humbleness, he agreed to give a drop. I boarded the Bajaj Chetak. As I was moving, Chetak was dancing.
Very wrong message in your speech, Jeevan.
As I was moving, Chetak was
I do not expect this from your family.
Later I realized that Bajaj Chetak driver was drunk. I boarded the guy who was already drunk. And other side, I had a fear. Where this man going with? Where I will fall down? Drunken drive. Where?
Smoke and flan.
Will I reach? I said, hey man, thank you so much. Look there, that's my house. Thank you so much for dropping me here. With this I go down. I get down from the Bajaj Chetak. Journey again started walking again.
Journey?
Again, how will I reach home at the late night? I was already tired from the night journey. I don't have energy to walk. Where I found an auto at the junction. Where I found an auto junction. Shall I request him to drop? No. With a great gut feeling, I went inside. Hey man, can you drop me at my home? Or at least take it home? This all happened in the last night while I was finding a cab, auto. With this humbleness, he said yes. He said yes. Late night, he said yes.
You are demeaning on. How romantic.
He said yes.
How was trying?
And I had the same expressions like you all had on that day. Happiness.
Not day,
To
night.
distract the speaker.
Night. Grammarian, please note. He said.
You know? Thank you, audience. Again, I'll tell you, keep the same energy up till my completion.
Make a fervent request.
When you're not answering our
the auto and reached my home, he didn't take a single penny because he was on the same journey.
You are dreaming.
I have a question.
You are dreaming.
This does not happen.
Yes?
Did you pay 1.5?
No.
He
Why
had,
bargain? Go ahead, come back.
After the speech,
he had 1.5.
stay tuned for that answer.
We spoke more than you, right?
I reached home.
Remind.
Suresh,
Once more.
Rajesh,
Once more.
and Sanjesh are the three persons who helped me to reach my home late night. Because everyone are there in the same journey.
Rajesh, Ramesh, Suresh.
Once I reached home, slept for next 6 hours.
Whose home did you reach? Whose home? Auto driver,
It
sir.
was my home.
Evaluator, please note the audience spoke more than the speaker.
I like your energy, audience. I like your energy.
BPM, make him really one.
Once I reached home, when I woke up in the morning, it was 10 a.m. in the morning. Had my breakfast. Sitting on a dining table, thinking about what happened yesterday late night.
What time you reach?
What time you reach Toastmaster? I realized
I am not reached.
keep moving forward. We should keep moving forward, irrespective of the audience disturbance, irrespective of any situation, in achieving your goal. So, audience, keep moving, keep clapping now.
Standing ovation for the audience, please.
Thank you. This is not disturbance, right? Thank you so much.
Standing ovation.
The speech is over.
I think it's over. Stand up is over.
So with that, we also have to keep moving the next part of the meeting. Before that, as in a feature film, we have a small intermission, like this is our small 5 minute break. Let's break for 5 minutes. So welcome to the second section of the Toastmaster meeting. So, what is the difference between a wise man and a wife? What is that? Wife. A wise man knows that he knows nothing.
Okay.
And wife knows that she knows everything.
Oh.
The next Toastmasters to come on stage, he was a wise man.
He was?
And will be a wise man. But he realized he needs someone in life who can help him transition from wise man who knows nothing to a wise person who can tell him everything. So that's the reason why Toastmaster and guest, he got engaged yesterday. Can we have a round of applause for that? Ladies and gentlemen, to take us to the next section of the Toastmaster meeting, let us call on stage Toastmaster Lalit Dhanush.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to this wonderful session which is called a table topic session. So if you ask me what a table topic session is like, it's going to prepare you for a very bad word which you just saw in the previous speech. However, an impromptu speech is something that's going to help each and every one of you at various situations in life. And it could be from a point of time where you have to propose to a girlfriend and possibly make her your wife, which I clearly didn't do because mine was an arranged marriage. When you see that curveball there, that's a table topic now. Right? Now, I was just thinking, Vijay Kalpundri came on stage, was like pulling all jokes, and then at a point, by the way, I got engaged yesterday, and this is my ring. A round of applause. I also decided that because I got engaged, my fiance has no choice, and today she has to be in the audience, so I got her along with me today. Now here's the best part. Vijay Kalpundri came on stage and he said, when I say wife clap, I looked at her and I clapped. She thought I was saying wife. But the problem was, I was thinking it was the word wife. And then he said otherwise. And rather than snap, remove the N and put the L. I think that's what we were going to get. An impromptu speech could either be a clap or a slap. But I can tell you one thing for sure. It's definitely going to teach you the art of speaking on a stage. And today, I've added a little twist to the way I'm going to conduct my table topics. And when I speak of table topics, the kind of pattern I'm going to run it through last 10 seconds, time was already ready to throw that red card on my face. But yeah, what am I going to do? I'm going to play this game called Name, Place, Animal Thing. Have you played that before? Yes. Back in class, especially with those boring teachers around, yeah? Yes. I'm going to do Name, Place, Animal Thing. And I'm going to pick one of the words that any person is going to say. And I'm going to use Chat GPT. How many of you know what Chat GPT is? Any of you do not know what Chat GPT is? Chat GPT is like my ex-girlfriend. Definitely artificial and definitely not intelligent. Right? So it's artificial intelligence. I'm going to use a software to generate a topic from the word that was given to me. And for those of you who are still figuring out what I'm trying to say, just enjoy the show. Okay? So without further ado, let's call upon the first participant. And for this, anybody who wants to volunteer to play Nameless Animal Thing with me quickly? Anybody? Guys, don't look at my fiance. Yeah, Abhay, okay, Abhay, your letter is N. Give me all the four. Name.
Name, you have to give a name.
Nirja. Nirja. Okay, next. Place.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Animal.
Pig. Animal pigger. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll take New Zealand for now. The first topic is, if you were transported to New Zealand right now, who is that one person you wanted to have with you? This goes to Toastmaster Sudipto. One second, timer, please note, 1 minute 30 seconds per scene.
Sudipto, how many rings?
3, 4. But in all honesty, only one wife. So Lalit, with all your prompting about wisdom, wife, the other fiancé, the current one. For New Zealand, I would pick my current fiancé, my wife. You might ask why. So New Zealand has been on my bucket list since ever to go. I have not yet made any plans for that. But the reason I would pick my wife for the trip is it's supposedly very, very beautiful. It is very scenic, very great landscapes, which will engender romance, right? And who else but your current wife and fiancé to enjoy with that? So I wish to be transported there, rent a car, go on a long drive without worrying about where to stay, where not to. Just carry a tent with me, just pitch it whenever the journey ends and enjoy the moment. Thanks.
Name, place, animal thing for you. Your letter is A. Tell me a name, place, animal thing with the letter A.
Australia.
I knew New Zealand, next Australia, next India will lose.
Animal. Albatross. Albatross. Wow. Next. Name? Abhay. Abhay. Oh. Then what we do is we call Abhay as the next table topic speaker. Abhay, what would you do differently if you were the Indian coach against Australia? That's your topic.
Now, that's a little difficult for me because I'm someone who is not very fond of cricket. And so, well, you gave me the wrong topic, but I was anyway attempted. If I were the coach of the Indian team when we were playing against Australia, fortunately I happened to watch that match because my family forced me to. I only observed that the fielding was quite weak and the batsmen were too arrogant to hit shots very early on in the game, is what I observed. And if I were the coach, I would probably ask the fielders to, do better fielding and also push the captain to, keep them on a leash for some time at least, because this is the final and, no mistakes are allowed. And having come so far, having won every game, India always has a jinx that it will lose the finals. So I guess that is what happened. I won't talk about betting and all this kind of thing, match fixing. So let's say that it was a jinx. And as a coach, that's all I can take. I'm the wall, Rahul Dravid, Indranagar Kagunda, and all that stuff. So it's a little bit of Gundagiri. And I hope that the team follows, but I know that it's jinxed out. So whatever, it's like the topic, let it give me, I can't do much. So over to you. Thanks.
Guys, what happened in the last prepared speech kind of like softened my heart. So I'm going to ask Jeevan to play name, place, animal thing, and nobody's going to interrupt him now. Okay. Jeevan, name, place, animal thing. Tell me all the four, and your letter is the letter L. L for love, L for Lalit. Go on.
So, place for Mysore.
L. It's not the place you love. Give me a name, place, animal thing with a letter L that starts with letter L. No. It's not your table topic. Just give me options, buddy.
Okay.
He's too zoned out after what you guys did.
I love.
Guys, you have to get into recovery mode now.
Ask the team.
Place.
Name for Lavanya.
Oh, perfect.
L for
London.
Luxembourg. Okay.
L for the lion.
Oh, fantastic. Share. Hey, Puneet, stop it.
Like for
Sir, you think Budweiser light. Don't tell Light. Okay. When you go through a dark phase, you are the light. And this is a topic, okay, don't just think it's an inspirational quote. This topic goes to Chirag, Toastmaster Chirag. You want me to repeat one more time?
You scared him.
Yeah, so when he emphasized on the word light only, I got scared. So like, I had to mentally prepare myself. So thinking about light, so yeah, when I was like born, my dad and my mom, like, they were arguing what my name should be. So it was between Sharath and Chirag. And my dad liked the word Sharath, but my mom liked the word Chirag. So guess who won? So my dad and then had to agree with Chirag, and he still likes the name. Even I like it now. So yeah, so Chirag, and like first like the specialty about my name is that it has two A's. So most people just spell Chirag as Chirag, and I have to correct them every time. So to as double AG, and that's nice, I think. So that's unique, and that's
Something like Luxembourg.
I'm looking at the R counter. I'm enjoying it.
Within the practice time.
We're not continuing the project series.
Jeevan finished his speech.
Yeah, thanks.
Long time.
Trying to bring light in our counter. Vision by trying to get more fervent or
That's right.
That's about it.
Okay, name, place, animal, thing. Your letter is the letter C.
Name Chaitra.
Ooh, fantastic. Next, she's not coming in.
Place Chicago.
Okay.
Chicago.
Chicago.
Then animal cheetah. And then thing.
Cat.
Okay, I got the topic. Okay, this topic is if you were in a race with, thank you. If you were in a race with a cheetah, what would you use to actually beat it? And this topic goes to Toastmaster Puneet.
Thank you.
I was on an 8-day trip across Rajasthan with my best friend 4 years ago, and we had a very set itinerary in place. He was the guy that liked everything in place, and I was the guy that went by the wind. And so somewhere in the 5th day, I told him, you know what, I know we have this itinerary plan, let's take a diversion and go to this temple that I've heard so much about. It's on the way to the airport, we'll get to see it. He reluctantly agreed. We hopped on a bus, detoured, went to the temple. Turns out the temple is fascinating, we had our time. And then we had the whole day to spend. And in that entire area, there was nothing else, just the temple. So I was like, you know what, let's walk. So we started walking, and it's forest area. On the left you have forest, on the right you have forest, and it's like afternoonish. And you've heard there are really good sightings of cheetah around. So we walk in search of it. There are hills on the further end of both the sides. We walk about 2 kilometers, and I tell him, you know what, we're able to see peacocks and everything, let's jump the wall and get into the forest. Nobody's going to stop us. He's like, no, I'm not doing anything like that. You should just walk on this road. So we walk on this road, and I see a kind of a vehicle or a jeep parked. So I'm like, oh, we have company. Let's walk. We can actually go around. He's like, no, I'm not going anywhere. We are just on this road. You want to see the animals see from the fences. We go a little further away, like a kilometer away, and then I hear and I turn and I look at him like, okay, can you run? He's as scared as I am, but I don't know why I have this chutzpah, so I go a little closer to the sound. And it's behind a few bushes. And I'm scared. And the sound comes again. Like,
It's not cheetah.
guy. I know it's not cheetah. And we're really freaking out, and in comes this person. Turns out he's an wildlife animal photographer. He scared the living life out of us that day. But he dropped us back to the temple, son. Okay. That's my topic. Thank you.
So, Puneet, your letter is the letter D.
D. Okay. Name. Dia. The place.
What you call
Dakshin
deer?
Kannada. Sorry.
You said deer or deer?
Deer.
Okay.
Deer. D. Is animal. D for deer. Thing. Dot. What thing? Dot.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but still. Okay, this topic goes to sheep. I don't think even artificial intelligence can help me right now.
Toastmaster Sheep, your topic is, if you were Salman Khan, would you actually hunt the deer?
I agree with Akash. No, I think that chair needs more cushion. Because when this goes numb, this goes numb. Definitely. And I completely agree, you made me really dumb. So the question is, if I am Salman Khan, will I hunt the deer? I want to thank you because please for 1 minute, no, allowing me to think that I am Salman Khan, you know, the king of Bollywood. You know, he always dance like this, you know. Yes, I would say I really don't know, but if I was Salman Khan, definitely I will again do that because it's an opportunity. Because I love bugs, right? Bug. I love bugs. So I need bugs, so I definitely hunt down a deer, definitely. So I will never go back. And I'm a celebrity, definitely. I have a lot of money because I have a lot of money, a lot of influence. And my father is Salim Khan, no? The biggest influence in Mumbai. So I can get away with whatever I am doing. So this is a golden opportunity for me to kill a deer, and I will kill.
Okay, Sheep, your name case annual letter is letter Y.
Y is Yokohama.
Okay.
Yogendra.
Okay.
And place?
Yak.
Yak.
Think.
He is yogurt.
Okay, for this I'm using ChatGPT, and the next person. Okay. So the next person to come on stage is going to be Toastmaster Ganesh Bhai. Toastmaster Ganesh Bhai, your topic is, if you were a chef, how would you use the ingredient yogurt in cooking?
Why this topic to me? So okay, if I will use yogurt as an ingredient, I'll start off with curd rice. So just and yogurt. I mean, the curd rice for a South Indian is right up in our alley, right? I mean, we really don't have to think too much. Cook some rice, mix yogurt, then whatever either fruits or vegetables, and you have curd rice. And if I want to slightly level up myself, then you can use yogurt for biryani. Seriously, yes. You can. It's one of the finest ingredient which goes in biryani. So you can do that. Else you just serve yogurt with sugar, or just you can do that as well. So if you ask me, it's up to us what we make out of it, and then give some exotic name. So I wouldn't really fret whether it is yogurt or buttermilk or just milk, as long as there is someone to consume at the other end, because it is their problem to consume at the end of the day. So I will be absolutely open, experiment as much as you can, and ensure they have tough time. So next time they'll never give me any ingredient to teach them.
Ganesh, wait on. We still have an apple pie to cook. So now your letter is the letter P. P. Name, place, animal.
Peter.
Peter. Okay.
Yes.
Puttur.
No, yeah, Puttur.
Puttur. Okay.
Then
animal. Parrot. Okay. Thing. Perfect. Fantastic. Guys, the smart play here is, did you see, use the name also as Parker and thing also Parker pen. Fantastic. So the next person who's going to come on stage is Toastmaster Srinivas. Toastmaster Srinivas. So your topic is, if you were actually Peter Parker in Puttur,
what would your costume be? Anywhere, India only.
So Puttur, I'm assuming Puttur is a South Indian place. So Peter Parker will be wearing a dhoti, and that Lungi dance song I will play in the background. And that's what that's what I think about Peter Parker there. So in the background there will be a lot of dancers. And we can plan for orchestra, and then as a DJ and stage, I would have Lalit there, and as usual, audience will be you people who will be cheering him up. Yeah, especially like that. So, if that environment is set, then the actual experience of South India will be there. I think that's it.
Okay, Srinivas, let's play name, place, animal thing. Your letter is the letter F.
Francis.
Francis. Okay, Francis. No, don't tell place is also France. Faridabad. Brilliant. Animal?
Fox.
Fox. Fox. Fan.
Photo.
Like you.
Fantastic. Okay. I'm going to ask ChatGPT for a topic. Okay. This topic goes to Toastmaster Himani. Toastmaster Himani. Your topic is, if you had to survive in this society, you have to be cunning like a fox.
I believe to survive in society, I think there are all sorts of people, different situations. You need to custom your approach accordingly. Not necessarily that you need to be cunning. Yes, there could be situations that may demand you to act cunning, but not necessarily, not always. I personally, as for my value system, I totally believe it's always good to be honest, have all the good values, and that's how you attract all, what traits you have in you is the kind of people and situations is what you really attract in life, and it's not really necessary to be cunning as a fox. That's what I
Okay, now I'm going to involve a bit of the audience. So, any guests here who want to participate in the name, place, animal? Anybody? I'm not calling you for the tabletop. Fantastic. We have the first raise of hand. Okay, name, place, animal thing. Your letter is the letter S. Yeah. Shilpa. Oh, okay. Wow. Who's Shilpa now?
Switzerland.
Switzerland, okay.
Animal will be swan.
Sheep. Okay. Sunlight. Okay, fantastic. This topic goes to Toastmaster Sampath. Toastmaster Sampath. Your topic is, you are transported to Switzerland, but you realize that Switzerland does not have sunlight for 24 hours. What would you do?
Nice. I think
being in Bangalore, I always enjoy the winter season because even if alarm rings 3 times, 4 times, I always snooze and sleep. I don't wake up from my bed. But when the sun comes, even if my house is dark, closing all the doors, windows, when the sun comes, oh my God! Even if alarm cannot wake me up. Seeing the light because of the sun, I read, oh my God! I have to get ready to the office. I'm late. So if I get that opportunity 24 hours, I'll be continuously sleeping because there in Switzerland, still I never visited Switzerland, honestly. But I know it is very, always it's been very cold season there. And to warm myself up, obviously because of it is dark, I cannot go out and I run. Probably I would find out some indoor sports academy where I will try to play shuttlecock because I am quite interested to play shuttlecock. Then that's it.
Thank you. Okay. Up next, we're going to have 2 people come on stage at the same time. So can we have Toastmaster Sampath? Oh, sorry, my bad. Toastmaster Darshan and Toastmaster Ram. Come. Okay. Somebody can help me play the game, name, place, and everything. Quickly, is any of the guests? Guess only. Yes, sir. Sir, your topic, your letter is the letter H.
Name Hitesh.
Hitesh,
Place Hyderabad.
Hyderabad.
And Aina. And thing is Aina statue.
Aina statue. Wow. Next level creativity. Okay, guys. Your topic is both of you went on a trip to Hyderabad. You saw Hitesh there eating biryani like a hyena. What would you do at that situation? Both of your friends, You can start with Hitesh. Nobody's Hitesh, you're watching Hitesh, you're both are friends. You need to have a conversation.
Look, Hitesh over here. He's having biryani like a hyena.
I want to run away. I think I would go and stay in a 5-star hotel and enjoy biryani with a little bit of decency and happiness. Because eating like a hyena and all, like you're literally degrading yourself as a human being, which is extremely wrong. But even if you like the taste and if you can just eat it immediately and peacefully.
But it's a biryani.
Yes, but
we are supposed to have it like a hyena. That's the whole point of biryani.
No, but
what fun is biryani without having it on the street like a hyena?
I mean, you would. If you enjoy it that way, it's good. But for me, I would literally stay away and run away. I think that person's going to turn into a zombie or some kind of a crazy person. I want to run away from there. That's the first thing I would actually do.
So what would you have in your hotel, in your warm, cushy hotel?
I think probably a nice sandwich, something like
sandwich.
Yeah, something like nice sandwich. Sandwich would be you can enjoy it. You can eat like a hyena and still be good.
So you're okay with having sandwich and like a hyena?
Yeah, that's much better, right? I mean, if you eat biryani, you're literally making a mess and then you're wasting food and you're not becoming ecologically sustainable. You're literally all the facets, you're literally causing more problems. So it's better if you enjoy it. If you want to enjoy a meal, eat it in a small bite-sized portion and relish it like a real good dessert or something.
So remind me again, how are we friends?
I don't know. Maybe you're just a new friend. I just came across and maybe from now on you just carry on. I don't know.
But I like this. I think opposites attract. So having one thing going for one person and this other thing going for another is good. And yeah, probably that's why I think we kind of get along and
having polarizing opinions.
Polarizing opinion is
yeah, much better. So we have something to debate about and talk. So it means we'll go.
Okay, thank you. Okay, last table topic for today. polarizing opinion. All the vegetarians in the room, there is no veg biryani, you know that. I think that's a very polarizing opinion, and for somebody who I know for a fact who can enjoy a biryani for sure, whether like a hero or not, but I'm sure he's going to enjoy this biryani and to set the stage on fire. The last person I'm going to call, for that person, I want somebody to help me with the name, place, and everything. Any volunteers? Yes, sir. Here. Your letter is the letter Q. Q. No. Q. T.
Tejas.
Tejas. Okay.
Place. Tamil Nadu.
Tamil Nadu. Fantastic.
Tiger.
Oh. Super.
Table T.
Tie. Okay, fantastic.
He wants to go back to China.
Okay. This topic goes to Toastmaster Guru. Toastmaster Guru, your topic is, in the recent floods that happened in Chennai and Tamil Nadu, how would you be the tiger to go save everybody else? What would be the strategy that you take up?
See, it's all about chat GPT. So, I take the use of the network, social network. So, social network is too powerful, where I can understand the challenges of the people to collecting the data. Once I have the data in place, with the use of data and the social network and with the technology, artificial intelligence, I can try to connect and work with the government organization, probably the administrators of the particular districts, and also with the police department, bring everybody online, have a proper con call with them, and explain them this is the data, this is the place where the people got affected, and this is the place it have a major severe effects in the near coming future because of the proper lack of proper drainage or whatever. So I give the proper data to them on a point wise and ask them to connect to the people, send the clear-cut communication with a 3-point strategy, telling them to reach out to the people, help the needy, and do the needful. And once, after that, I will take the inputs from the people, whether everybody is safe, and use the same, go back to the social media, check with the data, and circle it back to the chat GPT to the Lalit Darsh.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being a lovely audience participating with me. And even though I said I will use ChatGPT, it felt like I was cooking topics on stage. But I think it was an experiment that I tried playing around with. It was fantastic. I had fun. I hope you had fun. Thank you so much, and I will see you around. Thank you, Priyanka, for giving me this opportunity. And back to the TMO.
Thank you, Toastmaster Led, for that very engaging, entertaining Toastmaster table topic session. Can we have another round of applause? To move on to the next section of a Toastmaster meeting, let's have the third umpire, the Hawk's Eye, for today's meeting. Toastmaster Melvin, take the role of a generator.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So, we started this meeting on time. First, let's give a big round of applause to Qualified. As a sergeant at arms, he's done an impeccable job. See the setting, the trophies, the board. I don't know, there's something new over here. Well, I just noticed it today. Together we evolved. He's been doing this week after week, and nothing else but impeccable. But as the third umpire, like he called me, I need to point out some areas that he can improve. And I've made a note here. He started off by saying, everyone come front. It's not very clear what he meant by come front. Of course, he tried something new, and he asked everyone to stand up. I think I would suggest him avoid giving stories that do not connect with the team or with the audience. Try to avoid that. He's been doing it week after week. Maybe he should just stick to what is the job of a sergeant at arms. And I think your oath of I will enjoy this meeting came true. Didn't we enjoy the meeting so far?
Yes.
Well, another round of applause to Colin. Then we have the presiding officer, and she is practicing for her role that is coming up. As you can see, she needs to really practice because she came here, she said, I start meeting, and there was no gavel. Well, you do get those hiccups, and you must make sure that you must be able to overcome it. You don't have the gavel and say, okay, let's open this meeting, something like that to go forward. I liked how she introduced all the guests, and then it's worth noting that a lot of people said they came because of Google. I don't know whether we should give Google a hand or the club a hand for getting so many guests here. And something she said, which resonated with me a lot, she said, learning has no limit. I agree completely with her. I thought she should have mentioned why she is the presiding officer and why the president is not there today. Maybe it could have made a little sense to visitors over here. They didn't understand that. And I thought she did a good job by giving a wonderful introduction to the TMOD for the day. So let's hear it for the president. Let us start with the first speech, and let's call Chaitra to give the evaluation first.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melvin. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters.
Good evening.
I think I speak for everyone when I say that we all enjoyed Toastmaster Akash's speech. Toastmaster Akash, you had a well-organized speech. You set up your trip very well. You talked about three main problems that you faced during the trip. And you gave your speech in a very nice narrative style, which flowed very beautifully. I also noticed how you started with never underestimate the value of a good cushion. And then you also circled back to the end, and you said, never ever underestimate the value of a cushion. So that's something I really like to see over there. You had rich descriptions. You talked about how the cycles were dilapidated. You had a lot of other caricatures, for example, on Whitefield, on Bangalore traffic, and you even caricatured the cycle seat. So it was good to see that humor coming out. Now coming to the purpose of your speech. Your speech, the purpose was to have a well-organized speech on any topic that had a defined purpose. Now when I spoke to you, you said that the purpose was to convince the audience to realize the value of small and insignificant things. Now if I were to talk about room for improvement, that's probably the most significant part where you could have made changes if you were to look back on your speech. Now, although you spent a lot of time talking about your trip, you didn't really bring out the value of the small things that gave you problems. For example, you talked about the seat, and that is very well described, but it did not show through as in the purpose because you didn't spend enough time talking about that. You spent a lot of time, you mentioned it in the beginning, in the end, you caricatured it when you talked about the seat, but when you talked about the problems, you didn't spend as much time. So there was a lot of opportunity that you missed. For example, there were other things that were also insignificant, right? When you talked about the dilapidated cycle, you could have talked about what specifically was missing from the cycle, and that could have been done very humorously. Things like, did you pick the right footwear to spend the entire day cycling? So we would have liked to see a little more meat when you talked about the purpose as such. One more thing I want to point out. Before you ended, just before you ended, you said, before I conclude, I would like to say this, right? It's not necessary to say that because it takes away from the impact of your ending when you say that. But all in all, I did think you gave a very well delivered speech and you painted a very vivid picture. You showed us what you saw during the show. And for that, I can say we all enjoyed your speech.
Normally, I would like to give some tips to the evaluators, but this being like a T20 match, since the earlier players have already taken time, I will go to the next evaluator, Vivek, to speak on Rashi.
So effective body language, this is the only speech project where the speaker should not be seen as following the guidelines. And that makes the project really tough. Well, as a singer or a dancer or even as a cricketer, when you are on stage or when you are playing, the notes should not be apparent. For a singer, the Sari Gama Pa Dha Ni Sa or the Do Re Mi should not be apparent. When the cricketer plays the cover drive, it should not come as if he had had a lot of practice. It should come just naturally. That means the notes should just dissolve. Rashi, as a speaker, had the notes dissolved. Why do I feel so? First point, there's absolutely no intentional body language. Hand movements were purposeful. Look at it, 100%. That's really good. Usually when people do this project, they say 100%. That would look apparent. It's nothing. It's 100%. It came out so nice. The body language had a very high synchronization with the vocal variety. If that goes bad, the whole tune goes bad. But it had very high synchronization. And when it comes naturally to you, there was a feminine hand movement all along. It was so natural. So it sometimes when male speakers give a feminine body language, it looks bad. But other way around, when a female gives when women or ladies give a feminine hand movement, it comes across very nice. And it added to the very conversational tone of communicating. That's the latest form of communication. So that comes. Sometimes some people might say that you had clasped your palms several times. It's not. It was beautiful all along. It was not rigid. Sometimes some people say, "Oh, you clasped your hands." So no, it is not rigid. Sometimes it gave some sort of a pause in the whole speech. So even the clasping of hands was a great body language. I will say in your case. Toastmaster Rashi, just word of the evil, let me make one suggestion. Your unintentional movement of going across the stage, it's a bit mildly distracting. Watch the video and next time reduce the pace. Don't eliminate the pace, reduce the pace. Alright? Toastmaster Rashi, you know to deliver a speech with effective body language in a manner that we do not even notice your body language. That's the beauty of it. You have that very naturally. Keep it up. Bye.
Vivek is incomplete of Rashi speaking, and I'd like to see if he gave us some more tips on how she could improve in a speech or as a speaker. Well, the third speech was evaluated by adjournment.
When the audience disrupts, don't be abrupt. Mr. G, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. This project, I'm not supposed to evaluate the content, but how the audience, the speaker managed the difficult audience. 3 objectives. The first one, did the speaker demonstrate professional behavior? The second, respectful interaction with the audience. And the third, did the speaker refocus the audience to his or her speech? Let's see how he went. First, professional behavior. Well done, Toastmaster Jeevan. I request audience to mute their phone when mute phones when ringing. Good job. A lot of suggestions were flying thick and fast. You said thank you for your suggestions. Very good. And when Vivek dropped the board intentionally or unintentionally, you weren't flustered. You held your nerve. Good job. Respectful interaction. Second, people were clapping. You said please hold on to your applause. Very respectful. I thought the best part was how you refocused the audience to your speech. When someone started playing some lot of voices there, you said, that reminded me of the ambulance in my, journey. Well done. Now, let's see how we can perhaps manage a difficult audience better. Areas to improve. Professional behavior. People started asking questions. You could not take it. Thank you for your question. That's one thing you can avoid by pointing fingers. What your eyes out. That's the thing I got. I know it's quite, your blood is boiling. Perhaps you hold on to that. Second, Priyanka asked very tough questions. You came out from here, and again the pointing finger, cross the legs. Priyanka, good question, Priyanka. I like the question. If I was Priyanka, you're a young, brave, confident lady. If I was your place, ma'am, I'd left the hall. So, you was crossing the legs, pointing fingers, acts of arrogance. Perhaps we could avoid that. Respectful interaction. I like your clapping, but the word "but" is contradictory. I like your clapping, but anyone claps, I'll kill you, man. So we can instead of the "but," we can say, I like your clapping, and I request you use the transition "and" instead of the word "but." Sarcasm. Rules: if we don't clap, we don't make noise. Intelligent people follow rules. So you're telling us, implying all of us are dumb. If I were in your place, friends, all of you are very intelligent, and I'm sure we know what the rules are. So avoid sarcasm. When Kolapur offered a mic, you started going back. That is disrespectful. And then you turned it up. You rolled up to the stage. I should take the mic and hit Kolapur. I'm sitting there, I could see your face. Man, you want to kill Kolapur with the mic. So be a little more. Hold on to your emotions, okay? Priyanka asked questions 2-3 times because the first question was tough. You stood here, you just avoided the plague. And Priyanka went out and say, hey, I'm asking a question, I'm answering. If I were in your place, Jeevan, I would acknowledge the question. Priyanka, I understand your question. I'll come back to you a little later. Acknowledge, otherwise people's anger go up. Refocus audience with the speech. Friends, disruptions are difficult to handle. A couple of things: remain silent when the disruptions are increasing. People will come down. Broken record. Repeat your request. When the disruptions are high, ladies and gentlemen, just hold on to the applause until I complete my speech. We will just spark up questions. I'll repeat questions at the end. Repeat that request. Toastmaster Jeevan, it's an extremely, not only for Jeevan, it's an extremely challenging project, managing difficult audience. If you can do this well, the world will be at your feet. Remember, when the going gets tough, the tough get going, and you're a toughie. Back to the Jeevan.
Well, those are fantastic evaluation, and we can all learn from having disruptive meetings. I think today set a different tone. After that, everyone started getting disrupted. I realized that. And so then we went to the table topic master. He did a very innovative thing by introducing ChatGPT to all of us. I like this choice of speakers, varied people, different. And the topics were challenging, but yet everybody spoke. I would like to see the table topic master encouraging every speaker after they speak. After all, they were very challenging speeches and they did speak well. So let the focus go off you and let it go onto the speakers to encourage them and give them a word of encouragement. Now we want, so let's hear it from the table topic master. But today for me, everything evolves around the TOD of the day, or the TMOD of the day. And I thought Toastmaster Vijay Kalkundi was absolutely confident, elegantly dressed. He had audience engagement. a very gripping story of Lionel Messi. And throughout he had a lot of facts and statistics, and he spoke without any hesitation. I liked how he said, our press reporters, TAG, and he had a short and precise introduction of all speakers. Well, Vijay, I would suggest that you be a little more relaxed on the stage, smile a bit, and also, if you had introduced the title of the speeches, it will enhance the speech of every speaker. I thought that was missing. But I must say, it's a very challenging job, and it means a lot of follow-up. I know that the club helps you in that environment, but you have to follow up, and I found that you did fantastic follow-up. Everybody acts very, very busy, including myself, and it's very difficult to get information, and he did a fabulous job in the background. So let's give him a big round of applause. Let me call a tag team, the press reporters. Timer, please.
The meeting started at 6:30 p.m. It was very well maintained. For all, for the Sergeant at Arms, P.M. Kollapanch, the presiding officer, P.M. Priyanka, P.M. P.M. Vijay Karpundari, all the three speakers were very much on time. One evaluator was exceeding the time, the three were fine. Out of 11 table topic speakers, just one of them exceeded. Overall, we are very much on time.
Thank you, Ajay. My first request is to continue the way the timer has given his report. Let's go to the R counter. Robert.
Well, I managed to do some counting. So I counted around 3 categories: the filler sounds, filler words, and pauses. So let's look at the ones who did more than 5. There's nobody more than 10. Sergeant at Arms had more than 5 pauses. And Akash, Toastmaster Akash had more than 5 filler words. Jeevan, I'm ignoring. You had long pauses, but considering the nature of your exercise, yes, we ignore it. Toastmaster Chirag had more than 5 filler words. Toastmaster Ganesh Pai had many usages of so, but I guess we can ignore because they were blending well. It was not really looking awkward. It was kind of making sense, so we can ignore that as well. Then Himani had more than 5 filler words, filler sounds, and Toastmaster Sampath had more than 5 pauses. Yeah, that's what I had.
Thank you.
As promised, I will be talking about the good usages of grammar and the not so good usages of grammar. And for the good usages, these are some lines which I have found to be really valuable for my next speeches. What I would like to state them out. Never ever underestimate the value of a cushion. You are surrounded by auto drivers. We were surrounded by auto drivers the way like vultures were surrounded at the bay. Huffing and puffing, we reached our first destination, the museum. I realized my career was literally hanging by a thread. I don't know why I had this chutzpah, but I went towards the sound. If I want to slightly level up myself, I will use yogurt with biryani. I would like to enjoy my biryani with a little decency and happiness. And these are some not so good usages, but I feel I might, since the speeches were very good, I'm merely nitpicking on them. He did not have great things from the start. He did not do anything great to show when he started off. Every morning at 5 a.m. we had meditation. We had a meditation session every morning at 5. I went to meet a brown uniform person. Could have been I went to meet a person in a brown uniform or who was wearing a brown uniform. And finally, it's like afternoon-ish. perhaps could have been it was around the afternoon when you couldn't continue. And finally, those who have used the word of the day, I would like to thank Toastmaster Robert, Toastmaster Vijay Kalkundri, Toastmaster Melvin, Toastmaster Chirag. If I missed anyone, please do let me know after the session. And thank you for the time.
A big round of applause and taking a cue from what Rashi said. Appreciate the everyday things that happen around us. Our tag team does a fantastic job listening to every single part of the meeting. A big round of applause to them. Toastmaster, I want to call out over here that our committee is doing a fabulous job. They're peaking. It's coming to the end of the term. And you can see they've brought in a lot of changes, a lot of improvements, and they're doing their best to make sure that we have a fantastic meeting. I congratulate them for going so far and involving a lot of people. I see the complete list have people from all corners of the club, and let's hear it for the committee. With that, my job as the G is over, and thank you for this opportunity. The password for the voting link is the meeting number 1406. And it's back to dynamic Vijay Kalkundri.
Thank you, General Toastmaster Melvin. Can we have another round of applause for all the speakers? I'll give you 10 seconds. I'd like to end this meeting on a small quote which says that look behind to gain experience, look forward to see hope, look around to see reality, look within to find yourself. That will make you a wise man and you can keep learning on that. I thank my committee and VP Education for giving me the opportunity to be the Toastmaster of the day. With that, I hand over the task back to the presiding officer for the day, Toastmaster Priyanka.
I would like to thank the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Vijay Kalkundri, for tying this entire meeting so beautifully and making this meeting one of a memorable one. Let us give him a huge round of applause. I would also like to share with you all, as you all know, we had our area contest 2 weeks back, and from our club, Distinguished Toastmaster Lalit Dhanush represented our club for the evaluation and table topic contest. We have received the trophies from the district, and I would like to present Distinguished Toastmaster Lalit Dhanush the trophies. He has secured the first place in table topics at the area level and the second place at the evaluation contest. And he will be representing our club at the division level now. I request Distinguished Toastmaster Lalit Dhanush to please. We also have another good news that we have one of our members who has won the Triple Crown Award. It's none other than Toastmaster Ganesh Bhai. And as soon as we receive the pin from the district and from Toastmasters International, I will again call upon you for the Thank you so much. Before I announce the award for today's meeting, I have an announcement to all of you. I request all the members, please block your calendar for December 30th, as we're going to have our installation ceremony for the new upcoming officers. So please block your calendar. December 30th evening would be the installation ceremony. Requesting all of you once again, please save the date and block your calendar. Further details regarding the installation ceremony will be shared to you as and when the details are finalized. The winners for today's meeting the Best Auxiliary Role Taker Award goes to Toastmaster Karan Menon. The Best Table Topic Speaker today goes to Toastmaster Darshan. The Best Role Taker Award goes to Toastmaster Vijay Kalkundre. The Best Evaluator Award goes to none other than Distinguished Toastmaster Vijay The Best Speaker Award for today's meeting goes to Toastmaster Rashi. And I would now like to adjourn today's meeting and look forward to meeting you all again next Friday.